ॐ शिवशक्तिसमारम्भां भास्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मत्श्रीनाथपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां हरि ओम्. Okay, so we wanted to do a quick review, I think from 33, right? Sindhuji, can you do from 33 the Kavacham?
Sure. Nagandamstragaraali च केशांश्चैवोर्धकेशिनी रोमगोपेषु कौबेरी त्वजं वागीश्वरी तदा रक्तमज्जावस्था मांसान्यस्ति मेधांसि पार्वती आन्द्राणि कालरात्रिश्च पित्तं जमुगुडेश्वरी पद्मावती पद्मकोशे कभे चूडामणिस्तदा ज्वालामुखी नखज्वालामभेद्य सर्वसन्धिषु शुगं ब्रह्माणि मे रक्षे छायां छत्रेश्वरी तदा अहङ्कारं मनोबुद्धिं रक्षेन्मे धर्मधारिणी.
Word Shukram, the first word in the first line, Shukram Brahmani me.
Okay, Shukram Brahmani me rakshe chayam Chhatreswari tada ahangaram mano buddhim rakshen me dharmadharini. Pranapano tada vyanam jasamanagam vajrahasta me rakshet pranam kalyana shobhana rase rube jagandhe jashabde sparshe jayogini sattvam rajastamaschaiva rakshe narayani sada आयुरक्षदु वाराही धर्मं रक्षदु वैष्णवी यशकीर्तिं च लक्ष्मीं च धनं विद्यां च चक्रिणी गोत्रमिन्द्राणि मे रक्षेत् पशून् मे रक्ष चण्डिगे पुत्रान् रक्षेन् महालक्ष्मीर्भार्यां रक्षदु भैरवी पन्थानं सुभदा रक्षेन् मार्गं क्षेमकरी तदा राजद्वारे महालक्ष्मीर्विजया सर्वदस्थिता यक्षाहीनं तु यत्स्थानं वर्जितं कवचेन तु तत्सर्वं रक्ष मे देवि जयन्ती पापनाशिनी पदमेकं न गच्छेदु यदि चेच्छुभमात्मनः कवचेनावृतो नित्यं यत्र यत्रैव गच्छति तत्र तत्रार्थलाभश्च विजयः सर्वकामिकः
सार्वकामिकः
तत्र तत्रार्थलाभश्च विजयः सार्वकामिकः यं चिन्तयते कामं तं यं चिन्तयते कामं तं प्राप्नोति निश्चितं परमैश्वर्यमतुलं प्राप्स्यते भूतले पुमान् निर्भयो जायते मर्त्य सङ्ग्रामेष्वपराजितः त्रैलोक्ये तु भवेत् पूज्य कवचेनावृतः पुमान् इदं तु देव्या कवचं देवानामपि दुर्लभम् यः पठे प्रयतो नित्यं त्रिसन्ध्यं श्रद्धयान्वितः देवी कला भवेत् तस्य त्रैलोक्येष्वपराजितः जीवेद्वर्षशतं साग्रमवमृत्युविवर्जितः नश्यन्ति व्याधयः सर्वे लूता विस्फोटगादयः स्थावरं जङ्गमं चैव कृत्रिमं चापि यद्विषम् अभिचाराणि सर्वाणि मन्त्रयन्त्राणि भूतले भूजराखेजराश्चैव जलजाश्चोपदेशिकाः नासिकायां सहजा कुलजामाला डागिनी शागिनी तदा अन्तरिक्षचराघोरा डागिन्यश्च महाबलाः ग्रहभूतपिशाचश्च यक्षगन्धर्वराक्षसाः ब्रह्मराक्षसवेदाळा कूष्माण्डा भैरवादयः नश्यन्ति दर्शनात् तस्य कवचे हृदि संस्थिते भवेर्राज्ञस्तेजो बुद्धिकरं परम्
तेजो वृद्धिकरं परम्. Last line.
Okay, it's Vruddhi. Okay. Mano nadir bhaved rajnyas tejo vruddhikaram param yashasavardhade sobi kirti mandida bhudale jepet saptashadim chandim krutva dukavajam pura yavad bhumandalam dhatte sashailavanakaananam तावत् तिष्ठति मेदिन्यां सन्दधि पुत्रपौत्रिकी देहान्ते परमं स्थानं यत्सुरैरपि दुर्लभं प्राप्नोति पुरुषो नित्यं महामाया प्रसादतः लभते परमं रूपं शिवेन Sahamodade.
Very good. Okay, so we'll start with Argala Stotram today. So Shobha, Suresh, you can be a student, and Pratibha Garu, are you there today?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, you can be a student. Okay. Okay, so Argala Stotram. So this is also a relatively easier chapter, this one. So I think the first part we did it, but we'll just start with it again. I'll say it, you can repeat twice, then we'll get into the rest. अस्य श्री अर्घलास्तोत्रमहामन्त्रस्य विष्णुर्ऋषिः अनुष्टुप् छन्दः श्रीमहालक्ष्मीर्देवता श्रीजगदम्बा प्रीतये सप्तशती पाठाङ्गत्वेन जपे विनियोगः
अस्य श्री अर्गला स्तोत्र महामन्त्रस्य विष्णोर्ऋषिः अनुष्टुप् छन्दः श्री महालक्ष्मी देवता श्री जगदम्बा प्रीत्यर्थे सप्तशती पाठाङ्गत्वेन जपे विनियोगः अस्य श्री अर्गला स्तोत्र महामन्त्रस्य विष्णोर्ऋषिः अनुष्टुप् छन्दः श्री महालक्ष्मी देवता श्री जगदम्बा प्रीत्यर्थे सप्तशती पाठाङ्गत्वेन जपे विनियोगः
प्रीत्यर्थे और प्रीतये
It is प्रीतये right?
प्रीतये, yeah, because you said प्रीत्यर्थे, so that's why.
अस्य श्री अर्गला स्तोत्र महामन्त्रस्य विष्णुर्ऋषिः अनुष्टुप् छन्दः श्री महालक्ष्मीर्देवता श्री जगदम्बा प्रीतये सप्तशती पाठाङ्गत्वेन जपे विनियोगः अस्य श्री अर्गला स्तोत्र महामन्त्रस्य विष्णुर्ऋषिः अनुष्टुप् छन्दः श्री महालक्ष्मीर्देवता श्री जगदम्बा प्रीतये सप्तशती पाठाङ्गत्वेन जपे विनियोगः
ओम नमश्चण्डिकायै मार्कण्डेयो उवाच जयन्ती मंगला काली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा धात्री स्वाहा स्वदा नमोस्तुते. So this one, it first starts off by saying big salutations. Jaya means victory to you, right? So it's calling out all the Devi's name. Victory to Jayanti, to Mangala, to Kali, to Bhadrakali, to Kapalini, and then Durga, Kshama, Shiva, Dhatri, all the names of Durga, right? Is first saying victory to you, right? Namostute means my salutations to you, right? So here, interestingly, the words so Swaha and Swada are coming, right? So since some of you have learned Narayaniam, if you remember, in that Daksha 16th chapter, it talks about the Daksha's children, daughters that he has, and then he gives 13 daughters to Dharmadeva and says, Dharme Trayodasha Dado Pitrushu Swadam Cha Swaham Havir Bhuji Satim. So Swaha gets married to Agni, right? And the Swada gets married to the Pitrus. So that's Swaha, Swadi, and then Sati gets married to Shiva. That was kind of what came there. So those names are coming and saying Namostute, my salutations to you. So this chapter, there are going to be a lot of words which are going to be short E, okay, which is going to come from the next stanza. But this one, everything is a long E. Okay. Om Namaschandikayai Markandeya Uvacha Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadrakali Kapalini Durga Kshama Shiva Dhatri Swaha Swada Namostute.
Namachandikayai Markandeyo Vacha Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadrakali Kapalini Durga Kshama Shiva Dhatri Swaha Swada Namostute. Namaschandikayai Markandeyo Vacha Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadrakali Kapalini Durga Kshama Shiva Dhatri Swaha Swada Namostute.
Om Namaschandikayai Markandeya Uvacha Om Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadrakali Kapalini Durga Kshama Shiva Dhatri Swaha Swada Namostute. Om Namaschandikayai Markandeya Uvacha Om Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadrakali Kapalini Durga Kshama Shiva Dhatri Swaha Swada Namostute.
Pratibha Garu, the second before Jayanti, although there is a Om coming, because it's already saying Om Namaschandikaya, generally we don't say that Om again. Okay, so you can just avoid it, but I know it's there in the script. Only correction is Jayanti, long E. Okay, I think when you're saying it, it sounded like a short E there for the Jayanti. Yeah. Yeah. Jaya Tvam Devi Chamunde Jaya Bhutarthi Harini, short E's everywhere. Jaya Sarvagate Devi Kalaratri Namostute. So again, first continuing the salutations, Namostute to Devi Chamunda, right? Who is, Jaya Bhutarthi Harini means one who is remover of all the afflictions and sorrows and everything that is actually there. And then Jaya to the Kalaratri also Namostute, and Jaya Sarvagate Devi, the one who is present in all of them, who is present, salutations to you as well, and Kalaratri. Jaya Tvam Devi Chamunde Jaya Bhutarthi Harini Jaya Sarvagate Devi Kalaratri Namostute.
Jayatvam Devi Chamunde Jaya Bhutartiharini Jaya Sarvagate Devi Kalaratri Namostute.
Devi and Kalaratri short is here.
Short, yeah. Jayatvam Devi Chamunde Jaya Bhutartiharini Jaya Sarvagate Devi Kalaratri Namostute.
Jayatvam Devi Chamunde Jaya Bhutarthi Harini Jaya Sarvagate Devi Kalaratri Namostute.
Kalaratri Namostute short E.
Jayatvam Devi Chamunde Jaya Bhutarthi Harini Jaya Sarvagate Devi Kalaratri Namostute.
So don't worry, I'll keep correcting you, because especially this chapter, there's going to be a lot of short E's coming. So Madhu Kaitaba Vidrabi Vidhatru Varade Namaha Rupam Dehi short E Jayam Dehi short E Yasho Dehi short E Dvisho Jahi. So this line is going to keep repeating across every stanza, every paragraph here. So it first starts off by saying, Madhu Kaita, one, O Devi, the one who destroyed Madhu and Kaitaba and protected Brahma, right? To that Devi, my salutations. And then, O Devi, please grant me. Dehi means to please give me or grant to me. Rupam means like form or beauty, but you can think of it as give me physical beauty, or you can also think of give me a spiritual form, right? A body which is spiritually endowed. You can take it either way you want. Rupam Dehi, Jayam Dehi. Jayam means victory, so give me victory. So victory again could be materialistic victory. You can also think of it as spiritual victory also. Yasho Dehi. Yashas is just glory, right? So give me glory, making spiritual glory also. Dvisho Jahi means to get rid of the enemies. The enemies again could be external enemies or inner enemies that you're battling, right? So this is a line that's going to keep everywhere. So generally this Argala Stotram is going to be, the first line is going to be salutations to you, O Devi, who does something. Then please give me Rupam, please give me Jayam, and please get rid of my enemies. That's going to be the general pattern. So, yeah.
Dvishojahi is destroying enemies. Dvishojahi is destroying the enemies.
Yeah, Dvishojahi is getting rid of enemies.
Okay.
Yeah. Madhukaithaba Vidravi Vidhatruvaraде Namaha Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvishojahi.
Madhu Kaitaba Vidravi Vidhatruvaraде Namaha Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvishojahi. Madhu Kaitaba Vidradi Vidhatruvarade Namaha Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvishojahi.
Madhukaitaba Vidravi Vidhatruvaraде Namaha Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvishojahi. Madhukaitaba Vidravi Vidhatruvarade Namaha Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Dvishojahi.
Mahishasura Nirnashi Bhaktanam Sukade Namaha. So again, salutations to the Devi who got rid of the demon Mahishasura and then gave Sukham, great joy to all her devotees. Mahishasura Nirnashi Bhaktanam Sukade Namaha रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
महिषासुर निर्नाशि भक्तानां सुखदे नमः रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि महिषासुर निर्नाशि भक्तानां सुखदे नमः रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
महिषासुरनिर्नाशी भक्तानां सुखदे नमः रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जयि महिषासुरनिर्नाशी भक्तानां सुखदे नमः रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जयि
रक्तबीज वधे देवी चंड munda vinashini. Devi who got rid of Raktabija and Chanda Munda. All of this we're going to see later anyways. Raktabija vadhe devi Chanda Munda vinashini. Rupam dehi jayam dehi yasho dehi dvisho jahi.
रक्तबीजवदे देवी चामुण्डा चण्डमुण्ड विनाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि रक्तबीजवदे देवी चण्डमुण्ड विनाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
रक्तबीजवदे देवी चण्डमुण्डविनाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि रक्तबीजवदे देवी चण्डमुण्डविनाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
शुम्भस्यैव निशुम्भस्य धूम्राक्षस्य च mardini. So Shumbha, Nishubha, Dhumralochana, the one who got rid of all of them, that Devi. शुम्भस्यैव निशुम्भस्य धूम्राक्षस्य च मर्दिनि रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
शुम्भस्यैव निशुम्भस्य धूम्राक्षस्य च मर्दिनि धूम्राक्षस्य मर्दिनि रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि शुम्भस्यैव निशुम्भस्य धूम्राक्षस्य च मर्दिनि रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
शुम्भस्यैव निशुम्भस्य धूम्राक्षस्य च मर्दिनि रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि शुम्भस्यैव निशुम्भस्य धूम्राक्षस्य च मर्दिनि रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
वन्दिताङ्घ्रि युगे देवी short e sarva saubhagya dayini means the devi one whose feet angri the feet is praised by all, on which everybody praises, and the one who gives saubhagyam to everybody, who bestows all welfare and good fortune to everybody. वन्दिताङ्घ्रि युगे देवी सर्व सौभाग्यदायिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
वन्दिताङ्घ्रियुगे देवी सर्व सौभाग्यदायिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि वन्दिताङ्घ्रियुगे देवी सर्व सौभाग्यदायिनी वन्दिताङ्घ्रियुगे देवी सर्व सौभाग्यदायिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
वन्दिताङ्घ्रि युगे देवी सर्व सौभाग्यदायिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
Pratibha Garu, the Dayini, again short E, okay, at the end of that line.
वन्दिताङ्घ्रि युगे देवी सर्व सौभाग्यदायिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
Achintya Rupa Charite Sarva Shatru Vinashini, again short E. So Achintya means something which is beyond comprehension, right? So salutations to the Devi whose form, Rupam, and then the acts she does is not comprehensible. We can't, all of us cannot comprehend it. So that Devi, Sarva Shatru Vinashini, the one who gets rid of all the enemies. Achintya Rupa Charite Sarva Shatru Vinashini रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
अचिन्त्य रूप चरिते सर्व शत्रु विनाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि अचिन्त्य रूपचरिते सर्वशत्रुविनाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
अचिन्त्य रूप चरिते सर्वशत्रु विनाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि अचिन्त्य रूप चरिते सर्वशत्रु विनाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
natebhyah, so put a is there, natebhyas sarvada bhaktya chandike duritapahe. So to all the devotees who then bow with devotion to you, O Chandika, who also gets rid of, when all the devotees bow to her with devotion, she then keeps them away from committing more sins. So to that Chandika, you're praying saying Rupam Dehi. नतेभ्यः सर्वदा भक्त्या चण्डिके दुरितापहे रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
न तेभ्यः सर्वथा भक्त्या चण्डिकैर्दुरितापहे रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि न तेभ्यः सर्वदा भक्त्या चण्डिकैर्दुरितापहे रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
नतेभ्यः सर्वदा भक्त्या चण्डिके दुरितापहे रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि नतेभ्यः सर्वदा भक्त्या चण्डिके दुरितापहे रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
स्तुवद्भ्यो भक्ति पूर्वं त्वां चण्डिके व्याधि नाशिनी. Again, both of them are short is. So with purvam bhakti means with full devotion. So all the devotees who praise you, O Chandika, with full devotion, you then vyadhi nashini, you then get rid of all of their diseases and all of their ailments. So now you're praying to that Chandika. स्तुवद्भ्यो भक्ति पूर्वं त्वां चण्डिके व्याधि नाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
स्तुवद्भ्यो भक्तिपूर्वं त्वां चण्डिके व्याधिनाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि स्तुवद्भ्यो भक्तिपूर्वं त्वां चण्डिके व्याधिनाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
स्तुवद्भ्यो भक्तिपूर्वं त्वां चण्डिके व्याधिनाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि स्तुवद्भ्यो भक्तिपूर्वं त्वां चण्डिके व्याधिनाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
चण्डिके सततं ये त्वाम् अर्चयन्तीह भक्तितः. So again, who people who are praising you, who are performing, worship, archayanti, who are, praising you and worshipping you, who then destroy all their enemies and take care of them. Again, the same thing it's repeating here. चण्डिके सततं ये त्वाम् अर्चयन्तीह भक्तितः रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
चण्डिके सततं ये त्वाम् अर्चयन्तीह भक्तितः रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि चण्डिके सततं ये त्वाम् अर्चयन्तीह भक्तितः रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
चण्डिके सततं ये त्वाम् अर्चयन्तिह भक्तितः रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि चण्डिके सततं ये त्वाम् अर्चयन्तिह भक्तितः रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
देहि सौभाग्यम आरोग्यम देहि मे paramam sukham. So pretty straightforward. Give me saubhagyam, give me welfare and prosperity, and arogyam is of course good health, and dehi me paramam sukham, right? So give me happiness also, the highest of happiness. Paramam sukham is the highest of joy. देहि सौभाग्यम आरोग्यम देहि मे परमं सुखम रूपम देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
देहि सौभाग्यमारोग्यं देहि मे परमं सुखं रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि रूप देहि सौभाग्यमारोग्यं देहि मे परमं सुखं रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
देहि सौभाग्यम आरोग्यम देहि मे परमं सुखम रूपम देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि देहि सौभाग्यम आरोग्यम देहि मे परमं सुखम रूपम देहि जयम देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
Videhi dvishatam nasham videhi balam uchchakaihi. Again, the dvisha which we say in the dvishojahi, referring to the enemies here. So dvishatam nasham. So Devi, please, get rid of all of my enemies. And videhi balam uchchakaihi. Balam is strength. Uchchakaihi is give me the greatest of strength, as increasing strength, right? Videhi dvishatam nasham videhi balam uchchakaihi. Rupam dehi jayam dehi yasho dehi dvishojahi.
विदेहि द्विषतां नाशं विदेहि बलमुच्चकैः रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि विदेहि द्विषतां नाशं विदेहि बलमुच्चकैः रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
विदेहि द्विषतां नाशं विदेहि बलमुच्चकैः रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि विदेहि द्विषतां नाशं विदेहि बलमुच्चकैः रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
And Pratibha Garu, that Videhi in both of them are short E's. Okay, again. Videhi.
विदेहि
Yeah. Videhi Devi Kalyanam Videhi Paramam Shriyam. So Kalyanam is also good fortune, you can think. Shriyam is generally referring to prosperity. So Paramam Shriyam is abundance of prosperity of all types. So again, praying for the same thing. Videhi Devi Kalyanam Videhi Paramam Shriyam Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi.
विदेहि देवि कल्याणं विदेहि परमां श्रियं रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि विदेहि देवि कल्याणं विदेहि परमां श्रियं रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
विदेहि देवि कल्याणं विदेहि परमां श्रियं रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि विदेहि देवि कल्याणं विदेहि परमां श्रियं रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
But because the second Videhi, when you're saying it's slightly stretching, getting to a long key there, okay? Just try that one more time, right?
विदेहि देवि कल्याणं विदेहि परमां श्रियं रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
Yeah. Surasura Shiro Ratna Nigrishta Charanembike. Charane Ambike. Nigrishta Charanembike. So he's saying now you're praying to Ambika, saying salutations to Ambika, whose feet Sura and Asura. So both the Devas and the Asuras who bow down. Of course, the Devas bow down to your feet, and the Asuras are subdued under your feet. So to that Ambika you're praying here. Shiro Ratna means along with the, what do you call, with their crown which is filled with jewels and everything, they are bowing down, they're surrendering down to your feet.
Nigrushta is?
Nigrishta Charanayam. Nigrishta, I think, is again kind of subdued, I think the Shiro Ratna Nigrishta Charanayam, because which essentially means is who's surrendering to your feet or bowing down to your feet. Sura and Asura with their head, which is adorned with all the jewels and essentially the crown, right? Adorned with it, who then bow down to your feet. Sura Shiro Ratna Nigrishta Charanembike Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi.
सुरासुरशिरो रत्न निगृष्ट चरणेम्बिके रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि सुरासुरशिरो रत्न निदृष्ट चरणेम्बिके रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
Nigrishta Gha.
सुरासुर शिरो रत्न निर्गुष्ट चरणेम्बिके रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि सुरासुर शिरो रत्न निर्गुष्ट चरणेम्बिके रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
Vidyavantam Yashasvantam Lakshmivantam Janam Kuru. So it says, now make me full of knowledge. Vidya Antam. No, Antam means the end, so full of knowledge. Yashasvantam is make me full of Yashas glory. And Lakshmivantam is make me full with the attributes of Lakshmi or prosperity. Right? Janam Kuru, yeah. विद्यावन्तं यशस्वन्तं लक्ष्मीवन्तं जनं कुरु रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
विद्यावन्तं यशस्वन्तं लक्ष्मीवन्तं जनं कुरु रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि विद्यावन्तं यशस्वन्तं लक्ष्मीवन्तं जनं कुरु रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
विद्यावन्तं यशस्वन्तं लक्ष्मीवन्तं जनं कुरु रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
the Lakshmi where did it go? Yeah, Lakshmivantam, that's a long E. Okay,
विद्यावन्तं यशस्वन्तं लक्ष्मीवन्तं जनं कुरु रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
Prachanda Daitya Darpagne Igne Darpagne Chandike Pranataya Me. So here Chandika, who then is the destroyer of the Daityas, the demons, who are terrible demons who have a lot of pride. So who subdues the pride of all the demons and gets rid of them. प्रचंड दैत्य दर्पग्ने चंडिके प्रणताय मे रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
प्रचंड दैत्य दर्पणे चंडिके प्रणताय मे रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि प्रचंड दैत्य दर्पग्ने दर्पग्ने प्रचंड दैत्य दर्पग्ने चंडिके प्रणताय मे रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
प्रचंड दैत्य दर्पग्ने चंडिके प्रणताय मे रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि प्रचंड दैत्य दर्पग्ने चंडिके प्रणताय मे रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
Okay, we'll just switch here. Venkat Garu, you can be student. Padma Garu, you can be student. Where we lift, yeah. Chaturbhuje Chaturvaktra Samstute Parameshwari. So here Parameshwari, O Supreme Goddess, who's praised by the one who has 4 faces and 4 hands. So which is referring to Brahma. So the one to whom Brahma also offers his salutations to that Devi. चतुर्भुजे चतुर्वक्त्र संस्तुते परमेश्वरि रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
चतुर्भुजे चतुर्वक्त्र संस्तुते परमेश्वरि रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि चतुर्भुजे चतुर्वक्त्र संस्तुते परमेश्वरि रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
चतुर्भुजे चतुर्वक्त्र संस्तुते परमेश्वरि रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि चतुर्भुजे चतुर्वक्त्र संस्तुते परमेश्वरि रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
कृष्णेन संस्तुते देवी शश्वत भक्त्या सदाम्बिके. So referring to Ambika, the previous stanza, Brahma who offers this devotion. Here he says, "Oh Ambika, even for you, even Lord Krishna, who's always praising you, right? Because the kind of Krishna is kind of they considered like sister, right? So he's always praising you in the continuous flow of devotion towards you. To that Devi Ambike, my offering, my prayers to you." कृष्णेन संस्तुते देवी शश्वत भक्त्या सदाम्बिके रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
कृष्णेन संस्तुते देवी शश्वद्भक्त्या सदाम्बिके रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि कृष्णेन संस्तुते देवी शश्वद्भक्त्या सदाम्बिके रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
जहि short e at the end जहि
द्विषो जहि
कृष्णेन संस्तुते देवी शश्वद्भक्त्या सदाम्बिके रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि कृष्णेन संस्तुते देवी शश्वद्भक्त्या सदाम्बिके रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
हिमाचल सुथानाथ संस्तुते Parameshwari. So of course we saw Brahma, Krishna, now we're referring to Shiva. So the Shiva, they're coming in a roundabout way. So Himachala Sutanath, the one who is the husband of the daughter of the Himachala, of the lord of the Himachala mountains. So referring to Shiva. So through that Parameshwari, you know, this Rupam Dehi. Himachala Sutanath Samstute Parameshwari Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvishojahi.
हिमाचल सुतानाथ संस्तुते परमेश्वरी रूपम देहि जयम देहि यशो देहि द्विषोजहि हिमाचल सुतानाथ संस्तुते परमेश्वरी रूपम देहि जयम देहि यशो देहि द्विषोजहि
हिमाचल सुतानाथ संस्तते परमेश्वरी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषोजहि हिमाचल सुतानाथ संस्तते परमेश्वरी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषोजहि.
Padma Garu, that Nath, it is, there's a small sound of da coming when you're saying it. Himachala Sutanath, second tha.
हिमाचल सुतानाथ संस्तुते परमेश्वरी
Indrani Pati Sadbhava Pujite Parameshwari. Again, Parameshwari, to who is worshipped by the true devotion of by Indra. So by the, again, the consort of Indrani. So Indrani is the wife of Indra. So the one who is the consort of Indrani is worshipping you. So referring to Indra here.
So Indrani is long, Rajeshji?
Yeah, Indrani is a long E. Indrani's wife, because it's again the subject. Indrani's husband, Pati. Indrani Pati Sadbhava Pujite Parameshwari Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvishojahi.
इंद्राणीपति सद्भाव पूजिते परमेश्वरी रूपम देहि जयम देहि यशो देहि द्विषोजहि इंद्राणीपति सद्भाव पूजिते परमेश्वरी रूपम देहि जयम देहि यशो देहि द्विषोजहि
इंद्राणी पति सद्भाव पूजिते परमेश्वरी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषोजहि इंद्राणी पति सद्भाव पूजिते परमेश्वरी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषोजहि.
Devi Prachanda Dordanda Daitya Darpa Vinashini. Again, Chandika Prachanda Dordanda. So it's again referring to the Asuras, the one who kills, destroyed the Asuras, who have lot of pride, who eliminates the pride of the Asuras. Vinashini, who gets rid of that. Devi Prachanda Dordanda Daitya Darpa Vinashini Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvishojahi.
देवी प्रचंड दोर्दंड दैत्य दर्प विनाशिनी रूपम देहि जयम देहि यशो देहि द्विषोजहि देवी प्रचंड दोर्दंड दैत्य दर्प विनाशिनी रूपम देहि जयम देहि यशो देहि द्विषोजहि.
Venkat Garu, that first Devi is also a short E. Okay, I think second time you made it a long E.
Okay.
देवी प्रचंड दोर्दंड दैत्य दर्पण विनाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषोजहि देवी प्रचंड दोर्दंड दैत्य दर्प विनाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषोजहि.
Devi Bhakta Janodama Dattanando Dayembike. That word has to come together because the word Ananda, multiple things are coming. Dattanando Dayembike. Daye Ambike, but that S symbol is coming. So saying, oh Ambika, goddess Ambika, who gives rise to, for all the bhaktas, all the devotees who are committed or devoted to you, you create like a influx of a lot of joy, unbounded joy in their hearts. To that Ambika, my salutations. Devi Bhakta Janodama Dattanandodayembike Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvishojahi.
देवी भक्त जनोद्दाम दत्तानंदोदयेम्बिके रूपम देहि जयम देहि यशो देहि द्विषोजहि देवी भक्त जनोद्दाम दत्तानंदोदयेम्बिके रूपम देहि जयम देहि यशो देहि द्विषोजहि.
देवी भक्तजनोद्धाम दत्तानन्दोदयेऽम्बिके रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि देवी भक्तजनोद्धाम दत्तानन्दोदयेऽम्बिके रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
पत्नीं मनोरमां देहि मनोवृत्तानुसारिणीं तारिणीं दुर्ग संसार sagarasya kulodbhavam. So here it first is going to be for the males to say, give me a wife who is beautiful, manorama, who matches my, not only just a beautiful wife, but also who matches my mental disposition, where I am wanting to go spiritually. You should have a wife who also is aligned with it, right? If the wife goes in the completely opposite direction, it's a problem. Now, but don't worry, for the ladies, there's another thing coming in the next one, where it is only for the ladies. So, it eventually matches out or evens out. So then Tarinim Durga Samsara Sagarasya Kulodbhavam. So Sagarasya Samsara Sagara means the ocean of samsara. You please help me cross that ocean of samsara. Please help me with it as well. Patnim Manoramam Dehi Manovrittanusarinим Tarinim Durga Samsara Sagarasya Kulodbhavam.
Patnim Mano
Kulodbhava means
Kula Udbhavam, one who's taken birth from that clan of, I think this is from the, what do you call, Sagarasya, from the ocean, from the, previously we also saw the mountain king, right? So here it is, I think, let me see here, Patni Manoram Mano Tarinim Durga
Sagarasya is connected to
the Durga Samsara Sagara. Kulodbhavam is one who's come from the clan of the mountain king only. It's continuing of that, one who's come from that clan.
But it is not related to Sagarasya Kulodbhavam.
No. Sagarasya is Samsara Sagarasya. That is what it is related to.
Tarunim Durga Samsara Sagarasya and Kulodbhavam is different.
Kulodbhavam is different because Udbhavam, it is Kula Udbhavam, one who has come from the clan. I think is referring to again the same Parvata from the mountain king, Himalaya, that clan.
Rajeshi, is it Dukkha Samhara or the Samsara or Durga Samsara?
Durga Samsara.
Durga is the fort here, right? Impossible.
Yeah, Durga is here referring to that Durga only, the Tarinim Durga, because the words can come in different places, but it is it's the same. Tarinim Durga Samsara. Durga Samsara Sagarasya Kulodbhava.
Okay, thank you.
Patni Manoramam Dehi Manovrittanusarinīm Tarinim Durga Samsara Sagarasya Kulodbhavam. Patni Manoramam Dehi Manovrittanusarinīm Tarinim Durga Samsara Sagarasya Kulodbhavam.
Patni Maam Dehi Manovrittanusarinīm Tarinīm Durga Samsara Sagarasya Kulodbhavam. Patni Manoramam Dehi Manovrittanusarinīm Tarinīm Durga Samsara Sagarasya Kulodbhavam.
Idam Stotram Pathitvatu Mahastotram Patennaraha Satu Saptashati Sankhya Varam Apnoti Sampadam. So by saying, having read this stotra, which is the Argala Stotram, one should then read the Mahastotram, Devi Mahatmyam, which is going to come later. So kind of saying you first read this and then you go read the Devi Mahatmyam, and then this is saying this is as important as the Devi Mahatmyam itself, but of course it's not going to replace Devi Mahatmyam. It's equally revered, right? And then by doing this, Varam Apnoti, even the boons which are difficult to obtain, you will be able to obtain by reading this Argala Stotram. Idam Stotram Pathetva tu Mahastotram Patennaraha Satu Saptashati Sankhya Varam Apnoti Sampadam.
Idam Stotram Patitvatu Mahastotram Patennaraha Satu Saptashati Sankhya Varamapnoti Sampadam. Idam Stotram Patitvatu Mahastotram Patennaraha Satu Saptashati Shankha Varamapnoti Sampadam.
Sankhya Saptashati Sankhya
Satu Saptashati Sankhya Varamapnoti.
Idam Stotram Pattvatu Mahastotram Patennaraha Satu Saptashati Sankhya Varamapnoti Sampadam. इदं स्तोत्रं पठित्वा तु महास्तोत्रं पठेन्नरः स तु सप्तशती संख्या वरमाप्नोति सम्पदाम्.
That completes it. That was a pretty simple, straightforward one. So next we're going to go to Keelaka Stotram. So this Keelakam, it kind of means like a nail, okay, like an anchor or something like that is what it actually means. And some of it, I'll when we're going through it, I'll try to explain, right, the significance of this. But at a very high level summary, what Lord Shiva, has done here is he said that eventually when you read Devi Mahatmyam, and you get all the benefits, you get all the good things in the world, eventually you will get liberated. Now, however, it can also result in bad things, right? So some people can misuse the power and misuse all of that. So a lot of these things are kept secret, right? And so what Shiva has done is he's kind of taken this this supreme consciousness of the Devi, and he's kind of nailing it to every stanza of Devi Mahatmyam. Okay, so the example that they kind of give is every door that you open has a hinge, right? So the hinge is what holds the door together to the frame. So similarly, what he's saying is this Keelakam means nail, because this Keelakam word comes in Vishnu Sahasranam also in couple of, it comes, all the Parayanams you do, they'll all have this word called Keelakam, saying something which is, what do you call, is like a nailed or is nailed to everything. So in Vishnu Sahasranam, I believe it kind of talks about the conch, the chakram and the gada and everything, or the form of the Lord, which is nailed to everything. So that way, when you're reading Devi Mahatmyam later on, and it talks about the war, it talks about violence, it talks about all of these things, right? But at the end of the day, the way it is done is by nailing the form of Devi, who is the supreme consciousness, to each of the stanza. And then you are able to now ignore that surface. It looks like a violence, and surface looks like a what, but at the end of the day, you're meditating to that supreme consciousness of the Devi. That's what Shiva is doing by nailing this. So that's why the word Keelakam is coming, right? So that is the Keelaka Stotram. So there we'll go through some of that, also comes a little later, but that's the general significance of this Keelakam, right? So Asya Shri Keelaka Mantrasya Shiva Rishihi. So that's why the Rishi for this is Lord Shiva himself, right? Who's done is Shiva Rishihi Anushtup Chandaha Shri Mahasaraswati Devata Shri Jagadamba Preetyartham. Okay, there's an im sound coming there. Preetyartham Saptashati Pathangatvena Jape Viniyogaha. So this is also one of the angam of the Saptashati Patam. Asya Shri Keelaka Mantrasya Shiva Rishihi Anushtup Chandaha Shri Mahasaraswati Devata Shri Jagadamba Preetyartham Saptashati Patangatvena Jape Viniyogaha.
Asya Sri Keelaka Mantrasya Shiva Rishihi Anushtup Chandaha Shri Mahasaraswati Devata Shri Mahasaraswati Devata Shri Jagadamba Preetyartham Saptashati Patangatvena Jape Viniyogaha.
अस्य श्री कीलक मंत्रस्य शिव ऋषिः अनुष्ठुप् छन्दः श्री महासरस्वती देवता श्री जगदाम्बा प्रीत्यर्थं सप्तशती पाठाङ्गत्वेन जपे विनियोगः.
Padma Garu, sorry, the Rishihi on the head, Chandas in your mouth, and then Devata in your heart, and then Shri Jagadamba. I think you said Jagadamba.
Okay. Shiva Rishi is the forehead.
Yeah, head, top head.
Okay. Asya Shri Keelaka Mantrasya Shiva Rishihi Anushtup Chandaha Shri Mahasaraswati Devata Shri Jagadamba Preetyartham Saptashati Patangatvena Jape Viniyogaha.
Om Namaschandikaye Markandeyo Vacha. So Markandeya is saying this. Vishuddha Jnana Dehaya Trivedi Divya Chakshushe Shreyaha. Put a Shreyah Prapti Nimittaya Namaha. Put a is again Namas Somardha Dharine. He first starts off by describing that form of the Devi which is going to be Keelakam, which is going to be nailed onto everything, right? So he's saying my salutations to that Devi who is Vishuddha Jnana Dehaya. Shuddham is absolute pure, absolute consciousness, right? Of that Devi, which is who's also the pure knowledge as well. So the pure knowledge and the full consciousness, that Devi, whose three eyes form the three Vedas, three Devi Divya Chakshushe, the divine eyes of the Devis are the three Vedas, and then here to to drink that pure form of the Devi, he's saying Markandeya is saying I am actually or us in this case, right? He's saying we are now doing salutations to two people. One, you are doing salutations to Lord Shiva, the one who has the Soma. Soma has different meanings. Soma would mean nectar. Soma also means moon. So the one who has half a Soma on his head, referring to Lord Shiva. And then to Shakti, who has the body of the person who has the half the Soma. So Ardhanarishwara, so Shakti, right? So saying I'm doing my salutations to both Shiva and to Shakti. With that, to that Shakti whose form is that of the pure knowledge and pure consciousness. Om Namaschandikaye Markandeyo Vacha Vishuddha Dehaya Trivedi Divya Chakshushe Shreyah Prapti Nimittaya Namah Somardhadharine.
Om Namaschandikaye Markandeyo Vacha Vishuddha Jnana Dehaya Trivedi Divya Chakshushe Shreyah Prapti Nimittaya Somardhadharine. Om Namaschandikaye Markandeyo Vacha Namah Somadharine.
I think your voice is breaking in between. It's not anyway, that's okay. Anyway, we're coming to the end of the class. It's okay.
Om Namaschandikaye Markandeya Vacha Vishuddha Jnana Dehaya Trivedi Divya Chakshushe Shreya Prapti Nimittaya Namah Somardhadharine. Om Namaschandikaye Markandeya Vacha Vishuddha Jnana Dehaya Trivedi Divya Chakshushe Shreya Prapti Nimittaya Namah Somardhadharine.
Sarvam etat Vijaniyan Mantranam Abhi Keelakam Sopi Kshemam Avapnoti. If you want to break it, Kshemam Avapnoti Satatam Japya Tatparaha. So he's saying all these mantrams which are going to come in the Keelaka Stotram are the Keelakam, are nothing but the nails or the pin by which the mantras of Devi Mahatmyam are to be understood, right? How everything is getting pinned onto each of the mantrams in Devi Mahatmyam. And then it says the whoever is Satatam Jap, who is always meditating on this form of Devi, which of the supreme consciousness, will always attain peace of mind, kshemam, and all the good things. Sarvametat vijaaniyan mantranam abhikiilakam sopi kshemam avapnoti satatam japya tatparah.
Mantranam abhikiilakam sopi kshemam avapnoti satatam japya tatparah. Sarvametad vijaniyan mantranam abhikiilakam sopi kshemam avapnoti samjapya tatparah.
Sarvametat vijaniyan mantranamabhikilakam sopi kshemamavapnoti satatam japya tatparaha. Sarvametat vijaniyan mantranamabhikilakam kshemamavapnoti satatam japya tatparaha.
Siddhyantyuchchata nadini. You have to say it together. Nadini short e. Vastuni sakalanyapi. All of them are short. Etena stuvatam devi stotra matrena siddhyati. Says the one through this stotra matram, through this collection of hymns, right? Whoever who's praying for this Devi with utmost devotion, stuvatam, who's doing it with great devotion. So not only Uchchatana is the inner enemies that we talked about, like we said, Dvisham Dehi, right? So inner enemies that you have, you will be able to battle all of those inner enemies, and also all the way to the root, the core, inside your heart, whatever is the root cause of all the inner enemies, you'll be able to get rid of all of those things. So like we saw in the first class, right? We spoke about how each of the demons, they all have a name, but they're also associated with each of the inner battles that we are fighting, each of the inner enemies. So at the end of the day, Devi Mahatmyam is about winning over the inner enemies that we have, right? So that's why the word Uchchatana is going to come a couple of times in this the Keelakam Stotram. It's referring to the inner enemies that you're battling. Siddhyantyucchatanadini vastuni sakalanyapi एतेन स्तुवतां देवी स्तोत्रमात्रेण सिद्ध्यति
सिद्धानुत्तमादीनि वस्तूनि सकलान्यपि एतेन स्तुवतां देवी स्तोत्रमात्रेण सिद्ध्यति सिद्ध्यन्युच्चाटनादीनि वस्तूनि सकलान्यपि एतेन स्तुवतां देवी स्तोत्रमात्रेण सिद्ध्यति
सिद्ध्यन्त्युच्चाटनादीनि वस्तूनि सकलान्यपि एतेन स्तुवतां देवी स्तोत्रमात्रेण सिद्ध्यते सिद्ध्यन्त्युच्चाटनादीनि वस्तूनि सकलान्यपि एतेन स्तुवतां देवी स्तोत्रमात्रेण सिद्ध्यते
न मंत्रो नौषधं तत्र न किंचिदपि विद्यते बिना जाप्येन सिद्ध्येत sarvamucchatanadikam. Again, uchchatana, sarvamucchatanadikam. So he says there's no other mantra or no other aushadam, no other medicine which can even remove a trace of the inner enemies that this Devi Mahatmyam will help you remove. And it says even if you do not bina japyena, even if you do not chant the full Devi Mahatmyam, but just visualizing that form of the Devi as a supreme consciousness full of knowledge in your mind, you will be able to get rid of that, right? So either, but if you're not able to do that, again, chanting Devi Mahatmyam, because Shiva has pinned each of these things, by indirectly you are actually praying to that form of the Devi. It says no, nothing else can eliminate or get over your inner enemies as much as this can do. Na mantro naushadham tatra na kinchidapi vidyate bina japyena siddhyeta sarvamucchatanadikam.
न मंत्रो नौषधं तत्र न किंचिदपि विद्यते विना जाप्येन सिद्ध्येत सर्वमुच्चाटनादिकम् न मंत्रो नौषधं तत्र न किंचिदपि विद्यते विना जाप्येन सिद्ध्येत सर्वमुच्चाटनादिकम्
न मन्त्रो नौषधं तत्र न किञ्चित् विद्यते विना जाप्येन सिद्ध्येत सर्वमुच्चाटनादिकम् न मन्त्रो नौषधं तत्र न किञ्चिदपि विद्यते विना जाप्येन सिद्ध्येत सर्वमुच्चाटनादिकम्.
We'll do one more and we'll stop today. Samagrانyapi siddhyanti loka shankam imam, loka shankam imam, we can say it together, loka shankam imam haraha kritva nimantrayamasa sarvam evam idam shubham. So he says, Markandeya is saying, people have this doubt that this Devi Mahatmyam is full of Devi fighting with all these demons and everything. It's all violence. How can, by saying something which is actually so violent or everything, how can I get rid of my inner enemies, and how do I overcome all this? This is a doubt that Loka Shankam, all the people have a doubt. So that's why he says, don't worry, because that's the reason Shiva has taken that form of Devi, which is full of that supreme knowledge and consciousness, and then put Keelakam, put it as a nail, like we discussed earlier, right? That's what this Stotram is telling. He's put it as a nail into each of the Devi Mahatmyam, so you don't worry about it. Shiva has taken care of it. So you just say it. By doing this, ultimately you're praying to that form of Devi, and all the violence and everything you're talking about becomes auspicious force which will purge all your inner enemies. So that's exactly what Markandeya is saying here, that Shiva has done. Samagrányapi siddhyanti loka shankamimam haraha कृत्वा निमन्त्रयामास सर्वमेवमिदं शुभम्
इमां हरः कृत्वा निमन्त्रयामास सर्वमेवमिदं शुभम् समग्राण्यपि सिद्ध्यन्ति लोकशङ्कामिमां हरः कृत्वा निमन्त्रयामास सर्वमेवमिदं शुभम्
समग्राण्यन्ति लोकशङ्कामिमां हरः कृत्वा निमन्त्रयामास सर्वमेवमिदं शुभम् समग्राण्यपि सिद्ध्यन्ति लोकशङ्कामिमां हरः कृत्वा निमन्त्रयामास सर्वमेवमिदं शुभम्.
Hari Om. End the class here today. Okay, see you on next Tuesday. Bye.
Thank you.